all going wrong? Is there anybody out there like to join us Thursday evening net? If so, go ahead with your name and your call sign, please. There's somebody there, but I just can't make you out. Sorry, would you like to go again? Is this frequency in use, please, from G1GTX? This is the Thursday evening net on behalf of Golf 1 Golf Tango X-Ray Live. Conditions seem to be very strange this evening. I'm not too sure who's on what frequency, because there tends to be a lot of background. And on the normal frequency of 145,400, it's actually it's in use at the moment because I can hear somebody in the background. Yes, this is the Thursday evening net on behalf of G1GTX Live. All legally licensed radio operators are welcome to join us. And if you have a valid call sign from the radio and you'd like to come in, please go ahead now with your name and your call sign. Sorry, could you go again? There's somebody there. Golf 7 Lima Bravo Uniform Portable. Yes, good evening, Ray. It's I'm not quite sure where you are, but it's a very scratchy signal. Would you like to go again? That's no problem at all, Ray. As I say, it's a very, very scratchy signal. So, yeah, I think the conditions are very strange this evening as well. I went on 400, where I would normally run the Thursday evening net, and I could hear somebody in the background, but they seem to be quite a way away. Anyway, you get that sorted out. I'll keep on giving a call out. Hopefully one or two people might want to join us as well for the net, and I'll talk to you in 10 minutes or so. So once again, this is the Thursday evening net on behalf of G1GTX Live. To come on the stream this evening, on the net in fact this evening, all you have to have is a valid call sign for amateur radio, and when prompted, give me your name, your call sign and your location if it's the first time you've been on the net. Also information for non-local radio amateurs and shortwave listeners. This hopefully is being streamed. It's one of those nights where everything seems to be going wrong, but I shall keep on persevering, trying to get the live stream going as well. Oh, actually it is going. That's the good news. Right, okay, we actually are live. If anybody's tuned into that at the moment, it's a very dark picture, mainly because I haven't got the floodlights on, so I better put them on. Right. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Hooray! There we go. Yes, that's a bit better. Hopefully, if anybody's on the stream, you can actually see me. I'm going to put the test card up because rather than look at my ugly mug for the next hour as I'm whippering away, I'm sure you'd rather just have to put the test card. So I'm putting it up now. Provided it was still where it should. That's where it should be. About there. And that's it. Yep. It's a makeshift effort this evening, but there it is anyway. So if anybody's on the live stream, you'll be able to see the test card for G1GTX. It's got my WAB square end. Also got my Maidenhead locator reference in your Oscar 94 Foxtrot Victor. Also got the CQ zone, which is zone 14 for the UK. And also the ITU zone, which is zone 27. So that's what's on the test card, if anybody's interested. You're wondering what that's all about. Yeah, this is the Thursday evening net on behalf of G1GTX Live. I do have somebody on the net, Ray, who was working portable, G7LVU, but he seems to be having a bit of problem with his portable set, but he is going to come back on the net in the next few minutes. So hopefully there'll be one or two people who will join us in the meantime. So I'll ask again, would anybody like to join the Thursday evening net on behalf of G1GTX Live? If you'd like to join us, would you please go ahead with your name and your call sign? CQ. This is the Thursday evening net on behalf of Golf 1 Golf Tango X-Ray Live. If you'd like to join the net this evening, all you have to do when prompted is give me your name, your call sign, and your location. If it's the first time you've been on the net, if you've been on before, obviously I'll have recorded the details and I'll know who you are and actually where you are. So we're still waiting for Ray to return to the net, and I'm just wondering if there's anybody else out there who would like to come and join us. The stream is running at the moment, and actually somebody's actually looking at the stream. Hopefully, can I say good evening to that person? If you just go on the live stream there. So please, if you like what you see here, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell others about it. Because this is relatively new. This is only the third Thursday evening we've run this net in support of 4145 Alive. And I think we all should support that. Thursday tends to be quite a quiet net on amateur radio. Also a quiet night as well as a quiet net. And this is my attempt to try and go on the air on a Thursday evening to try and get or generate some interest in keeping 145 alive. So once again I'll ask, would anybody like to join us please? If so, would you go ahead with your name and your call sign? G7LVU. Got you clear as a bell now, Ray, that's good news. So well, you're just on a little handy with a small whip. Back to you.
In the garden, Phil, because we had company, but we were just leaving as he came on the air. So I just wanted to sort of say to you at the time, give us 10 minutes and I'll be up in the shack.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. You're here, and I'm glad you've come on again, Ray. As I say, it's fairly strange conditions. I went on to 145-400 where I normally would run, but I could actually hear somebody very, very faintly in the background. I think they're a fair distance away, but it was breaking through, so I thought I'd vacate the frequency and move up to 145-450. Obviously, you followed me there, which is great. And so I wonder what you've been up to. Still on the solar panels, or was it, or has the project moved slightly? Back to you.
G7LBU. Well, I've had that much solar this year that the panels are clipping. What happens is when I on a morning when there's no sun, the batteries, which are charged overnight, take over, and try and run what the house is pulling, and then as the sun comes up, and it's able to take over, the batteries get switched off. The system will switch the batteries off, and basically that's it. You're running in the sunshine, but when the sun charges the batteries back up to about 90%, you're then in a situation where you don't want to charge them much more. So what it does is it switches the charger on for the external battery to charge that up, to pull a little bit power out, and but it kept going. It charged both batteries up. It got to 90, I think it was 96%, and then the solar started clipping because there was nowhere to send the power fill. All the batteries were full. It was keeping the house up, and so it's only the second time I've had that, but there's that much sun around that that's what it's doing at the moment. So it's better than having no sun at all, though.
G7LBU, G1GTX. Yeah, you're right there, Ray. Certainly better than having no sun. And I've never heard of that before. Obviously, I know what clipping is in terms of electronics and what have you, but it's interesting that's been happening. But I try and store as much power as you can. That's what I would do, and obviously cash in on it, because the weather conditions are going to be great between now and next Tuesday, apparently. So fingers crossed. I think the temperature's going to dip a little bit over the weekend. It's going down, is about 22, 21, and it's going to perk back up again next week. So fingers crossed for that. No doubt there'll be a couple of thunderstorms in between, what usually happens. But as I say, we'll go off quite lightly so far. Heard a couple of rumbles of thunder yesterday here. I don't know, that says the crow flies and not that far away from me. So I wonder if you heard the thunder yesterday. And as I say, I think we got off quite lightly, because I think when we do have a downpour, it's gonna be like a flood. So what else have I been doing today? Let's see now. I got up and made the breakfast. That was the first thing I did. Fed the cat, kicked him out. Well, he came in, he'd been out all night. So I fed him, then kicked him out again, because he's a funny cat. He just wants to spend more time outdoors than he does in. So he went outdoors and came back in. I did some hoovering, would you believe? Hoovered upstairs, downstairs, washed all my breakfast stuff up, and then went into the garden. And I decided I was going to, well, actually, I would normally water the plants either very early in the morning, or very late at night. But I decided the plants couldn't wait for it. They were so badly wilting that I just had to water them. So I got 4 large watering cans of water, and I've been watering the garden. I could do with pouring it on my head as well. So that was done as far as the chores are concerned. I came back in here, and did you hear my story? Well, I haven't done it. I've told my story. I dropped my telephone, my mobile telephone, which was 900 quid's worth. Dropped it down the toilet. And would you believe, couldn't get it to work. I dried it out with a bag of rice and all this sort of stuff. Couldn't get it to work. So went along to the galleries and asked there's a guy there, and asked his expert advice, and he said that no, he says you're looking at £200 to £300 for the repair. I said, no, okay. I said, really, I just want a bog standard phone, it does texts and it does phone calls. So that'll do me great. And then he said, "Oh, I've got one here." He says, "This is brand new." He said, "But it's only 110 quid." So I said, "Right, okay then." I'll have to go into debt because I can't live without a phone. So managed to get that. And when I got it home, it had all the apps on, all the things he said it didn't have. It's supposed to be just a basic phone. It's got all the apps on. So I was very, very pleased with that. So I got my good lady to have a look at it, and she sorted out all the settings because I'm technophobe as far as mobile phones are concerned. That's not my area of expertise. And I got her to set it up. She did a grand job, and I said, "Okay." I said, "Because of that," I said, I'll take you out for a meal." She said, "No, she didn't want to go out for a meal because the tennis is on." So I said, "Okay, how about a pizza evening? I'll do some pizzas." So I did some pizzas and some bits and pieces to go with that. And that's what I just had. So I've just finished that. And I came in here to see the live stream was still working okay. And yes, it is. So that's good news. I've had 3 hits so far for the evening. So I'm quite pleased with that. And no extra likes yet. If anybody's listening out there in the big wide world, and you're on my YouTube G1GTX live channel, please like it. Even subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. I got the promo in. Thanks for that, Ray. I wonder what else you've been up to. So G7LBU, a little break in case anybody would like to come in. Just shout break if you'd like to come in. This is G1GTX.
G7LBU. Well, I've been taking fences down there, Phil, in the garden. We've got all the garden fenced off for the dogs when we had both the dogs, you know. And we've only obviously got one dog now. So, and he goes and does his business. We've got like a gravel part which he goes and does his business on. But we kept the other bit of the garden sort of separated from them with gates on and whatnot, just so that it didn't go on the grass and do their business and stuff. You know, that's how it was. But Gunnar, he's quite good. He'll go and he knows where to go, like, you know. So I says to the wife yesterday, I says, "Shall we open the garden up?" So I've been taking fences down, and obviously you then sort of take all the fencing down. You've got to then get rid of it, haven't you? So I've been cutting it up into small sections, if you want. So not a thing you should do on a hot day like today, like you really, you know, pulling fences down and cutting them up. And, so I've got a little bit left to do for tomorrow. And then we're going to bag it all up and take it to the tip. We're not like some people who go and fly tip. I'll just book an appointment at the local tip there and go and take it and take the bags and that'll be it. So that's what I've been doing. I'll tell you about a letter I got, Phil, of Sunderland City Council in the next over, which may or may not interest you. So back to you, G1GTX, G7LBU.
G7LBU, G1GTX returning. We've got just a little break there just in case anybody else would like to come in. Please feel free to come and join us if you're a legally licensed amateur. If not, and you're a shortwave listener, you can go on the G1GTX Live YouTube channel and you can listen in there. And we'd be really too glad to have you either on the stream or actually on the net itself. Yeah, interesting. I'm curious now though, Ray, about this Sunderland City Council letter. I bet it's not, we're going to give you so many thousands of pounds, and because you're such a loyal peer and reliable peer for your council tax. I bet it's nothing like that, Ray. I can't imagine it. Other than that, at this end, I haven't really been doing a lot because I don't know if there's any football on at the moment. Been watching a bit of tennis. Obviously, I keep on going in the room where Carol is because Carol's an avid fan of Wimbledon. Usually completely shuts down for a fortnight when the tennis is on because she loves the tennis that much and watches every single match that's on. But she's been a bit choosy this time, and she watched was it golf this afternoon. She was very disappointed with her because she didn't get through to the final. I forget the other player's name now. Anyway, she's through to the final. The other player, I don't know if she's playing yet because probably the second semi-finals are underway at the moment, or it might even be tomorrow as well. But yeah, so that's what Carol's been doing, which gives me a lot of freedom to fiddle around here in the old garden shack. And I am getting it to where I want it, but there's still a few tweaks to do yet. I am getting things in position, but still a bit of a mess. It's a slow work in progress, unfortunately. So, enlighten me with about this letter. I'm curious. Once again, with a little break, nobody like to come in, just shout break, and we'll bring you in. So, it's over to you to update me on the Sunderland City Council letter array, G7LBU, G1GTX.
G7LBU. Well, basically, what it says is that they're going to build 542 houses east of Soulgrave Road. In other words, over the other side of the railway lines. And I've had a little look at the plans for it. And you know, sort of roughly what Soulgrave Road's like. The length of Soulgrave Road. Well, it's about 3 times the length of that, Phil, and it goes sort of right round. 542 houses. They have left a little teeny bit at the beginning, where the old crossing was. And I think that maybe he's left that little bit just in case the metro does come and they need to build a station. So 542 houses, very few of them, less than 100, are going to be affordable rental houses. Because they've got to do that now, you see. They've got to, whenever they build a new estate, they've got to have some that's for rent as well as for buying. But the rest of them is all private. And of the plans, you can tell which is the rentable ones and which is the private ones, because all the private ones have got garages, whereas the rental ones have only got parking spaces there. So that's the news. They're going to build, near the elm tree farm. Obviously not this side of elm tree farm, and all the way up and round. Sort of basically following the railway line. And that's about it. That's the news, Phil. Back to you. G1GTX, G7LBU.
G7LBU, G1GTX returning with another little break. Yeah, that's fascinating, that Ray. So if they do follow the old railway line, it would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it, to put a metro station in there, especially if they're going to build 500 new homes. So that would be great for us if we could have a metro station that close. I'd be quite happy with that. I'm sure a lot of the residents down there might not be, but I'd certainly be a lot happier. It's certainly better than having to go to Heworth from here to get a metro, or go to Peel, or one of the two. So yeah, that is really interesting news. So you'll have to keep me abreast of what's going on. I take it you're still in touch with quite a few of your colleagues from the railway. No doubt they'll give you an update as it goes on. That's interesting. That. So I wonder what they would call the station. How about Elm Tree? Not using much imagination there, unless you can think of any better ideas. Uh, right. I'll pass it back to you, Ray, because my computer's just decided it's going to go on the blink. I'm going to lose the live stream altogether. So apologies to the person who's watching at the moment. There's somebody watching. I think I'm about to lose you because I'll need to get my charger on. So I'll do that on the next over. Right. Yeah. I say there's not a great deal to talk about there because there's no football at the moment, and that's a bit of a whitewash. Now then, have I heard? Is it Zaka? Is Zaka? It's Sunderland player. Isn't he going somewhere else? Because it was on the on one of the sports channels last night I was watching. I wonder if you know anything about that. So I'll pass it back to you. G7LBU, G1GTX.
G7LBU. Well, in your first question about the station name, if they build a station there, it'll be called Washington North. And the other station will be Washington South, which will be, I would imagine, around Columbia somewhere. So you'll be in between two stations there, Phil. You'll have your choice. And then obviously the line will then go over Victoria Viaduct and it'll go to South Hilton. It'll join onto that line. So there you are. I was looking yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before at Nexus? I was looking at how to apply for a pass for the wife actually, because she's coming up to her pension age, you know. But I came across the Metro page, the Washington Metro page, and it's still on, and it just says Washington North Station. So great, Washington. That's obviously if the plans go ahead. So when I got this letter from Sunderland Council, I logged onto their website and looked at the plans, and like I say, they've left that little bit of land, which is big enough for a station. So that's what I guess it's been kept for. As regards to Granite Xhaka, Chelsea are after him. They have been for a while. Now, the last I heard, Xhaka didn't want to go. Whether Sunderland want them to go, I don't know, because obviously you've got to think about all these fair play rules, you know, for the money and whatnot, haven't you? Newcastle the same, they've got to sort of think about what they spend and things like that. So, but if you were a player of Granit Xhaka's sort of temperament, if you want, and you were captain of Sunderland,